I'm Dr. Jessica Bianco with Dalton Animal Care, and this is Miss Rosie. And today we're going to help you guys learn a little bit more about fleas and ticks in your pets, how you can find them, how you can treat them, and things like that. Rosie's mom, Liz, is going to help by asking us some questions.
How can I get rid of fleas and ticks in my home and environment?
Good question. As we said earlier, fleas and ticks do prefer to live on a host like your dog or cat, but they can take up residence in your home or yard as well. The best way to prevent fleas and ticks from ever becoming a problem is to keep every pet in the household on a year-round flea and tick prevention. That way you'll be killing anything that hops on them and preventing them from reproducing and populating your home environment. If you do have a little bit of an infestation and need to treat your yard, there are pest control services that can come do that, or over-the-counter products. There's also products that can be safe to treat home surfaces. Vacuuming, even hardwood floors, can go a long way in removing the eggs and larvae, which are stages of the flea life cycle that we actually can't kill. So I'd say that a combination of those things may be recommended by your veterinarian depending on the severity of your flea and tick infestation.
How long does it take for flea or tick treatment to start working?
Most flea and tick medications, at least the prescription ones, will start killing the fleas and ticks that are on your dog within a few hours. And then typically they last between a month to 3 months to protect your dog.
Can fleas or ticks recur after treatment?
Yes, you do have to keep your dog on some sort of prevention year-round, or fleas and ticks can come back at any time and take up residence on them.
Why is it important to treat for every stage of the flea or tick life cycle?
So fleas and ticks both have different life cycles, eggs and larvae, and then the adult phase. Most of the flea and tick products are aimed at killing the adult flea or tick that you and I see and know. That's because that phase is the easiest to kill. But the eggs and larva phases can be very difficult to kill. There are some medications that will sterilize a flea, making it impossible for them to reproduce, which can really help decrease the population in your home.
Can I just give my dog her monthly preventative medication to clear an infestation?
If you have a true infestation on your pets and in your home and in your yard, just treating the pet is going to take much longer to clear up the infestation, and it's going to leave you and your family at risk for also coming in contact with these parasites. So we typically recommend a multimodal approach, treating the pets, treating your home, and treating your environment if you have a true infestation.
Can vaccines protect my dog against flea and tick-borne diseases?
So that's a good point. Fleas and ticks do carry some bacterial diseases that they can transmit to your pets. Off the top of my head, the only one that I know that we have a vaccine for is Lyme disease. We don't really have Lyme disease in this area of the country, although we do see it sometimes. It's much more common in the Northeast, but there is a Lyme disease vaccine if needed.
Does my dog need year-round flea and tick prevention?
We do recommend in Georgia that you keep your pets on flea and tick prevention year-round, just because of our weather situation and our mild winters.
How much does flea and tick prevention cost?
Typically a flea and tick prevention, like a monthly pill, will be anywhere between $15 and $25 depending on the size of your dog. If you're able to purchase 6 months or a year's supply at a time, the cost of that can go down greatly.
Can my dog get fleas or ticks even if she is on prevention?
So most of our preventatives require the flea or tick to be on the dog, and most of them require the flea or tick to actually bite the dog to be killed. That's how they come in contact with the medication. It kills very quickly, but you may still see an occasional flea or tick crawling on your dog, but just know that if you're on prevention and you're keeping it up to date, that flea or tick will be dead very shortly. It will not negatively affect your dog or your home.
Are there any home remedies for flea and tick prevention?
We don't have proof that anything that's not a medication will help to control fleas and ticks. One thing I can think of that a lot of folks use that's very common is like flea and tick shampoos and baths. And I do think that that can help to mechanically remove, especially fleas, for a period of time, but I would still recommend consulting your veterinarian about more of a long-term solution.